Welcome back to Home and Healing with Cherie Dominique, your sanctuary for faith, femininity, and emotional restoration. If you're new here, hey girl, and if you're returning, hey girl, hey. Today we want to talk about loss and grief this holiday season. I want to check in to see how you're feeling, what you may be going through, maybe offer you some solutions that may help you navigate this trying season that you're going through and that I'm going through. So if you like this video, if you're going through these types of things, then stay tuned. So if you watch my last two videos, I've had a list of questions that I asked you all just to help us navigate some of the challenges that we're going through, life happenings, all of the things, relationship woes, job stress, whatever, right? But this week I think it's a little more intentional and special because it's coming from the heart as always, but I just want to flow in the conversation and I don't have any particular questions to ask. I just want to talk through this video and you can talk back with me in the comments. Is that cool? I hope that's cool because this year has been so challenging. It's been this up and down roller coaster ride, knocking me left, right, in whichever way possible. And I realize when I have conversations with my friends or my family or coworkers or even some, clients or even former clients that I've had, we've all been through something in 2025. We are still getting through some things in 2025. And 2025 has been the most challenging year for so many of us. I don't know what this year represents spiritually, but I truly believe that there is a meaning behind all of this. And I just want to lean on Romans 8:28. All things work together for good to them that love God and are called according to his purpose. But we can declare that all day. But when we lose our parents, whether it's mother, father, or both, in this case with me, or you've had a bad breakup, you've ended a relationship with the love of your life, or your kids are taking you through a storm of so much emotional nonsense and toxic behaviors and what looks like rebelliousness. Like, it's really hard to declare all things work together for good to them that love God and are called according to his purpose. But I just have to trust and believe that it is all working together for the good, and that the end, whatever that end may be, that is going to be what God wants. It's going to shape something in us. It's going to create something in us. It's going to birth or rebirth something out of us. So I definitely want to just have this conversation today as we are approaching Christmas, where some of us are celebrating Christmas, celebrating the holiday season. Thanksgiving just passed. And then there is the new year, that 2026 is approaching, and I want to tap in and see how you're feeling. I'll share what I've experienced this year just to give a highlight, right? If I could create a highlight reel of my life, it would be very interesting. It'll be highs and lows, ebbs and flow, like many of us. Starting out 2025, January 25th, 2025, my birthday. I enjoyed my birthday. I had birthday plans with a longtime friend, my longtime girlfriend who I grew up with. We had a nice time. She took me out for brunch. We had brunch at Blondie's in Manioc. If anyone on here is from Philly or PA area, you may know where Manioc is. But we had a nice brunch, and it was just a nice vibe. And Then we had a like bestie massage where people would have like couples massages. We had like, you know, a massage with the two of us, and it was so nice. And then I think we came back, and I don't know if we had crabs or something. I don't know what it was. I feel like we came back and had more drinks or something like that. But the day was beautiful, and it was my 45th birthday, and I really thought, okay, this new year is just going to be amazing. I was looking forward to some things that I've been praying for a very long time to come into fruition this year. Like, I just thought that this year was going to be the year, that the year where it's like I've been waiting so long for this year to manifest, to come into fruition. And after my birthday, it went downhill, and I'm gonna tell you how. After my birthday, I would say the next special day, everyone's celebrating Love Day, Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day was special. I definitely was loving on myself, as I do every single day, right? But, you know, I did all the things, you know, treated myself to things, made my Valentine's Day special, bought myself the flowers. I actually did a reel for y'all on Valentine's Day. It was really nice, and it was what I needed, and I was still in my season of like, God prepare me for what I've been praying for. And I was waiting and anticipating some things to happen. And the day after Valentine's Day, after bringing my mom, you know, preparing to bring my mom flowers up because I didn't see her on Valentine's Day, went to go see her the next day. That was her day where she passed. And I say her day because I feel like, I don't know if we always have a say so in how we depart from this life. But I want to believe that my mom waited on me and my middle sister to visit with her so she can let go. We had made an intention to visit my mom together the day after Valentine's Day, and that was the day that she let go. That was also the last day that I saw my grandbaby, who's 1 now. He turned 1 June 1st. I won't share much about that because it's not my story to tell, but it's something that I'm praying about. It's something that has broken my heart. It's something that I'm waiting on God to, you know, work out for my family, for all that are involved. And for whatever reason, you know, this person wanted to cut me out of my grandson's life. You know, I just have to accept that and pray that there is a day where we can reunite and I can love on my grandbaby. So my mom passed away on the 15th, which was Saturday, and February 16th was the last day I saw my grandbaby and had him at my house. So it's now December 21st, and it's a very painful thing to think about, and it's definitely something that hurts me as often as I think about it. My life just took a nosedive. Whew, moving on. Okay, March, April, May, it was kind of like, okay, I'm still grieving my mom's passing. I'm going through a lot of things. March, I decided to leave a job that I loved, and I think that I was going through grief and didn't know how to deal with grief, and then certain things were triggering at the job, and it was like, I gotta go. March through end of April, I was transitioning. Went from one job to another job to another job. And that was in a 3-month time period, okay, y'all? So don't judge me. But I went through that, trying to find my way. Holy Spirit told me one day while I was watering my plants, he said, figure it out and find your way. And I was like, what does that mean? You know, like kind of like sticking your neck out, like, huh? Like, what's that? What do you mean by that? And I think I'm still actually doing that, figuring it out and finding my way. Fast forward May, June. June, prayers are supposed to be answered. Relationship that I have prayed about, desired, will come into fruition, right? June it came, and June my dad passed away. My dad died suddenly. I spoke to my dad on Sunday. He passed on a Tuesday, June 3rd to be exact, and that shocked me to my core. I felt like my whole world just fell out from under me, and I felt like I don't even know who I am, what I'm supposed to be doing, and I need a moment. And we're back. I didn't know what my life was supposed to be like. Losing two parents just 4 months apart. Then I was trying to rebuild my relationship and rebuild this family structure that I worked for, prayed for, sought God about. And that was all happening simultaneously. And it was hard. It was challenging. It was frustrating. It was so much happening with me. I was angry. I felt lost. I felt like I wasn't myself. I felt like I wasn't in my element. And it was so much going on that I just did not know how to compartmentalize. It was like everything was just coming over this way, coming over that way, this way, that way, that way. And I just felt like, you know what? I don't even know. I'm just showing up. Like, I'm showing up. What's next? You know? And I don't think that I handled things with the proper insight, awareness, clarity. Although I will say that I know what I want, I know what I deserve, and I know what I desire. And I know what I prayed for. But I think that just with everything going on, it just actually magnified some things when it came to my personal relationship. And you know, it just, I think it intensified things that may not have been that bad, but losing my parents in such a short period of time and dealing with all of this grief on top of helping, you know, my children navigate certain challenges and dealing with the emotions of all of that, I just put a stop to my relationship and did not give it the time it needed to develop, and the grace and the intentionality that I worked for prior to it actually manifesting. I just could not, y'all, use the tools that I teach y'all to make things work in my favor for me. So that ended. And fast forward, Thanksgiving, it was a nice holiday. And I was able to just get away from everything and see different things and do different things. And you've probably seen a vlog of that. But going out of, you know, the state was very nice, and seeing new things and taking the kids to see new things was such a blessing. And I really enjoyed that and need to do more of that. And that was the first Thanksgiving without my parents, and you know, a Thanksgiving without my relationship. And everything was just like, wow, what is this? You know, what is this teaching me? And now here we are. It's 4 days away from Christmas, and I will share that some things that are meant to be, or some things that have not been fully manifested, will find its way back. How about that? In a nutshell, I have been through so much this year, and I'm still trying to find my way and figure it out. But the difference this month that I haven't had the months prior is grace. Grace. I haven't given myself grace. I just expected myself to show up the way that I've been showing up for my job, my relationship, my children, family, and I haven't really shown up for myself. I haven't really given myself the grace that I needed to say, you know what, I don't have it in me today, and that's okay. I'm hurting, and that's okay. I'm in the season of not knowing who I am or what I want, or I don't even have the clarity to even make the right decisions. You know what? That's okay. I just need time. I need grace. I need space. And thankfully, I am evolving and healing and growing and maturing and gaining insight and more clarity and more revelation about, what, not even what this is, but what it's teaching me, how it's preserving me, and how it's growing me in all areas of the relationships that I have, whether it was the relationship with my parents, the relationship with my children, the relationship with, a love, or, it really is showing me and how I ought to show up for myself, and to always allow myself to, or allow others to be a mirror to me of the way that I'm showing up, so that I can self-reflect, and so I can take an assessment on areas in my life that I need to tweak, change, or totally discard. So I want you to drop down in the comments and let me know, if you like, areas of your life where you are feeling grief or loss. It can be loss of a job, loss of a loved one, loss of a relationship, loss of a pet, loss of an income, loss of a business opportunity, loss of a dream, loss of a goal, whatever. Like, you see all of the categories that we can actually relate on. But I want you to share with me, if you will, if you like, what are you experiencing in the season, where, the holidays aren't always merry and bright, right, for everyone. Thanksgiving is a reflection of, is a snapshot of gratitude throughout the year. Oh, that's good. Thanksgiving is a snapshot of gratitude that we have throughout the year, 365. It's a day where we come together and say, I'm thankful and grateful for family. I'm thankful and grateful for loved ones. I'm thankful and grateful for my job, my children, my health, my this, my that. But it's a snapshot, right? It's just one day where we can just express that. But of course, it's 365. And Christmas, for those of us who celebrate Christmas, the traditional Christmas holiday, me more so, celebrating Christmas holiday is not for the gifts, not for the things, not all of the things, but really to have that opportunity to express love and gratitude and exchange something sentimental. It doesn't have to be, buying out the mall, to make someone happy, and, spending all of this money. But it's like, what I'm sharing with you, whether in word, whether in deed, whether in something monetary, is showing you my appreciation and showing you that this is a token of my appreciation and how happy I feel with you being in my life and how happy you make me feel. And I just want to say thank you, right? Isn't that really what Christmas is about? I mean, okay. They say Jesus is the reason for the season, right? Jesus is the reason for the season. Okay. I know that we, have been brought up, Jesus is the reason for the season, but most of us know that Jesus was not born on December 25th. Don't judge me, and I'm not even going there. I'm just expressing my Christmas traditions, and also remembering the birth of Christ, although it wasn't in December, but just remembering the birth of Christ. And I just think for me, it's about coming together in love and remembering that, and offering up something to give to our loved ones, to say I love you. I appreciate you. I value you. I cherish you, and thank you. And because of Christ, we can do that. We can do that on December 25th, and we can do that on February 27th, right? Or whatever day we choose, to have that remembrance, if that makes sense. How are you navigating your grief and loss? Is this a time in your life where you feel the most sad, the most loss, the most grief? How are you getting through this time? Are you spending more time with family to help you deal with the sadness, the grief, the loss of whatever it is that you have lost in this season, last season? Is this some, time of the year where you just feel like, I hate this time of the year? Like, I remember my grandmother, my dad's mom, passed away on Christmas Eve. And I don't think my dad ever enjoyed the holiday season. And I know that it's kind of difficult for some people to really enjoy, the holiday season. And it took my dad a long time to just like really enjoy the holiday season, but he always tried to show up. And so are you in this season where it's hurtful, it's a lot of grief, but you're showing up, you're being a good sport about it, you're showing up because either it's helping you through grief, or you're showing up because you just want to be that family member that is like, you know what, you can count on me. I'm going to, just bring myself, or bring one of my favorite dishes that I baked or cooked or whatever. Like, how are you navigating that? Because I think that if you share that in the comments and we discuss that, then maybe someone in the comments will, be encouraged or feel hopeful that, hey, maybe this year isn't the year that I'm showing up in that way. But by reading this and by watching this video, it'll help someone make a decision to show up, maybe for the next holiday. So let me know in the comments, how you're holding up this season, what this season mean to you with experiencing grief and loss. And and also share in the comments what support you need if you're not there. Would you like a phone call, during this time, prayer during this time, some reminder to let you know that you are loved and you're supported, you are seen, heard, and valued. So please drop that down in the comments and let me know. And I'm happy to offer myself as someone who will reach you and connect with you and, pray with you, show you my support, so that you don't feel alone or isolated in this season. So if you like today's video and enjoyed today's video, let me know in the comments what you liked about this video. And also, if you want to see other videos and and we talk about other topics and have other conversations where we can relate and connect and uplift each other and hold each other accountable, drop it in the comments and let me know, and I'll think of some things and come up with some questions and come up with some solutions and maybe some self-exams for us, something cutesy that we can do when we're practicing self-care and also practicing doing our spiritual assignments and disciplines that we have. Maybe we can incorporate those things just to help us tap in, stay connected, and stay rooted and grounded in Christ and in the commitment that we have for ourselves to heal and to live a life that God intended and that we intended for ourselves, right? So I love to hear from you. If you enjoy this video, make sure that you subscribe. So next week we will have another conversation about something else that is even more interesting. I love these types of videos. I love to be able to spend time with you either on a Saturday, Sunday over coffee, tea, lighting a candle, and sitting in our home and healing together. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next week, have a Merry Christmas, and I hope I see you before the new year. Love y'all. Bye.